Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We're on day 7, the final day here. Well, nope, it's not day 7. Days are way off. It's day 1. Day 1 of a new week, and it's going to be an interesting week. We've got some well, I personally have some crazy stuff going on later in the week, but we'll get into that later. For now, let's go ahead and jump into our sleep report and see what's going on. Well, first we're going to claim these free diamonds because you know me. I love diamonds. I love shiny, sparkly things. So let's grab our diamonds, let's grab our sleep points, and jump into that sleep report. Got 100 sleep points because I definitely slept longer than I should have. 17,462. And then our sleep report should be pretty interesting. I was able to get to Master 2 yesterday. Just barely squeaked into Master 2 after making lunch. So I ended up not making dinner because it wouldn't have made a difference. I just tried to stockpile some ingredients. So hopefully we can start the week off pretty strong. I got 9 hours and 53 minutes of sleep because I am lazy. 11% dozing, 47 snoozing, and 42 slumbering. So probably another snoozing type, which is starting to look more and more like, oh, balanced. I didn't think snoozing and slumbering were close enough for that. Balanced is good though. That does give us a shot at both sleep styles for the Onyx and a potential Steelix. So, and everything's pretty low, so we've got a pretty good chance. We do have a 3-star, and I think that's the only one that locks us out of Onyx or Steelix. So all the rest are potentially Onyx or Steelix. We know that one of them is not Onyx or Steelix. It is a Wobbuffet, but what else did we get? Oh, some interesting stuff. Only 5 old sleep styles, so that's 2 new ones. I think there were 7 total. We got a Wobbuffet, Igglybuff, Eevee, Arbok, and Shuppet. So some pretty decent stuff. I think the Arbok is pretty, well, I like Arbok just in general, but also Shuppet is a good one to have. What else did we find? There's a new one. Ooh, Marowak. Using the bone, Pillowbone sleep. Well, that's the 3-star. And so now we're only missing the Atop Belly for Marowak, which is probably way later on in the master ranks. But what else are we missing? What else is new? Ooh, that's unexpected. Espeon, foreseeing sleep. Quite a lot of dream shards for just a 1-star sleep style. That is definitely the first Espeon. It bathes in the sunshine during the day and builds up psychic power in the orb on its forehead. It's said to be averse to battling at night, so it might be easier than you'd expect to come across an Espeon deep in sleep. Cool, pretty nice. Now, if only it were shiny and we could take it home. It is hungry though. That's not terrible. Ooh, that does make things interesting. We did work on the Arbok before. Interesting. As much as I want to take that Shuppet home and take a chance on another one, I actually really just want to see how this goes. Look at you being all fancy. I actually just want to give this a bonus biscuit and see what happens. It will give us 9 pips on there, which I think is just that first bar. Maybe not even the full first bar. Yeah, 1 shy of the first bar. So there's literally nothing else we could do for this right now other than just feed it biscuits until it's full. And I don't really think that's the best strategy as a free player. I don't think it's best to just throw biscuits away unnecessarily. So we're just going to leave it at that. The Arbok has 7 pips left until it's full. So if that thing shows up hungry, we'll take it home with a biscuit. So there's no point in feeding it any other biscuits. And we almost certainly can't take anything home outside of getting a mega hit. So I think we just wrap it up there. And it does look like sleep research did not get messed up by me going to bed at just prior to 4 o'clock, even though it said it was after 4. No, we've given out plenty of Eevee candy. Let's not do that. Let's, you know what? Let's just let everybody see the cuteness of this Marowak and his pillow bone sleep. We've got 1,717 research XP, which does put us at rank 38. Gives us another Poke Biscuit, a Dream Cluster, and a Friend Incense, which I can definitely use those. I only have one. 3,926 Dream Shards. Overall, a pretty good sleep report. If I had more biscuits, I would have gone for a lot more, but unfortunately we didn't. So let's go ahead and move on. Our current area bonus for Tau Palo is now 35%. One more week would put it even with Greengrass at 40%. So getting pretty high up there on Tau Palo and still only making it to Master 2, which tells me that my teams are not as strong as they should be. Especially since we're supposed to be hitting Master 3 for the free incense every week. But we got our week 19 weekly summary. We're actually worse off this week than we were last week. Which is kind of interesting. 419,769 for the final strength. So that's kind of rough. Our gains from berries were down, which I thought those would be higher. And our gains from cooking is down, which makes sense because we weren't making the best recipes. The getting desserts kind of messed us up on that. But yeah, kind of interesting. Master 2 was what we were trying to hit. Sleep midpoint, definitely going to be terrible, but we got 3 handy candies for an overall grade of B. Yeah, my sleep midpoint was all over the place. Well, that makes sense. I'm getting enough sleep, just not getting consistently timed sleep. But now we come to the part of the show where everyone has been waiting with bated breath to figure out who the winner of this week's island research is going to be. And so let's start off with Cyan Beach. Only got 2 votes. Tau Palo got 2 votes. And the big surprise winner of next week's island research was not Greengrass Isle, but it was Snowdrop Tundra with 24 votes. We got 24 votes to go to Snowdrop, so you guys want to see me suffer because I am definitely not ready for this place. But we are going to go to Snowdrop and we are going to make the best of it and hopefully see something really interesting. And Greengrass got 6 votes, so it did get a few, but it seems like everybody loves the snowy area. It is the time of year for snow, so maybe that's why. We unfortunately got desserts again, which is kind of good, kind of bad. I have the ingredients to make a big malasada, I think. I did switch my team up before I went to bed last night, knowing, well, not knowing, but having a pretty decent guess on where we were going this week. So I did get my Snowdrop team set up. I'll take 10 free honey. I will never turn down free ingredients. So I did let these guys get 114 XP just to start the week off and make sure that they were all full of energy. I'm getting a little ahead of myself by collecting from them this early, but it is exciting to see that shiny golden nugget. Where's my other one? Where are you at? Over here hiding behind the grass. All right, so let's go ahead and check the news. No new news. Still have not announced the holiday event. Research community reports. What do we got? 44. 41. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doubled. We're getting kind of consistent in the total number that have doubled. Still surprising it's not more level 5 friends that are doubling, but It is what it is. No level ups today, which that's going to start getting more frequent once we get more and more people to level 5. Why is this? Oh, it's simply because of the sleep decks. Let's just go ahead and clear that out real quick. And ooh, give me some more oil. Yeah, let's get breakfast going. Let's see what we've got for our dessert for breakfast today. We actually do have enough to make the big malasada, but I don't know that that's exactly what we want to make again this week. Let's go ahead and throw all these mushrooms in there. That will be a huge bonus to the malasada. And yeah, that'll be all we need here. And it would be really nice if we could get lucky and get an extra tasty to start the week off, because it's going to be a rough week. I don't know why I'm tapping this really slow. No extra tasty, but it was 7,686, which is pretty good. Kind of hoping that we can do something besides the malasada this week. I would like to do a better recipe. But let's see what we have available to us. Yikes, that didn't even put us at basic 2. 10,486. So we're gonna have to put together a really solid team to make this work. Well, all right, so we've got desserts. We know what we need to do, so let's go ahead and figure that out. Let's switch on over, get the team analysis pulled up, and jump into the edit team page. So we know we're not going to have either of these. Now, I definitely want the Eevee on the team here. Not only is the Eevee bringing in person berries, but we need to log some more sleep hours with it so we can evolve it. Go ahead and click on Snowdrop Tundra, and I know for sure that I want the Spheal on the team because that's going to help with raising our Pokemon just a little bit faster. I think also one thing we need to double check, this Spheal has a good subskill at level 25. Yeah, helping bonus. It might be very beneficial to get this Spheal to level 25 today. I think that would help quite substantially throughout the week. Let's see, let's scroll up a little bit. So we see we've got 10,061 without the full pack. With the full pack, 11,596, which is about 1,600 extra per day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for just one Pokemon's work over the week, that's quite a bit. That's what we're looking at if we leave him where he's at. But if we get him to level 25 today, we're at 11,466 or 13,196. So about the same increase, about 1,500 more, but quite substantially more, thanks to the helping bonus, which is also going to be applied across the board to everyone. If we could get him to level 25 and evolve him, I'm not entirely sure I want to evolve him yet. That would give us 18,474 per day, which might be worthwhile. That's a little over 5,000 extra per day, so it's about 35,000 plus a little bit more for the whole week. So that actually might be what we do, but let's just figure out where we're at with the rest of the team first and see what we can do. In terms of dessert, what do we really have available to us that is going to be easy is the question. So let's see. For desserts, the Geodude could bring in potatoes, but he's got a long way to go before we get there. Ditto, I don't think leeks help us at all. No, they don't. Leeks don't help us at all for dessert, so we definitely don't want him on the team. What is something we can make consistently I was going to say soothing cacao or hustle protein smoothie, but the soothing cacao is what holds us back from being able to do that consistently. We could, it's going to be rough. We could try for Nerali's restorative tea. Because that's warming ginger, which we do have the ability to bring in. Larvitar will bring in plenty of ginger for that because we only need 11. So he'll bring in ginger. The apples are going to be the one thing to hold us back, and we could definitely get enough mushrooms with Gengar. Question is, who can bring in apples for us? Go ahead and put this Eevee on the team. One thing I found, I've been meaning to tell you guys this. One thing I found is that you can nickname your Pokemon in this calculator. So you can nickname the ones that are in your box. I know that this is the Eevee I want on the team. It says the Espeon 97% is what I've named it. So I've named it the same in the box. So I know which one it is since I have multiple Eevees in here. So that's the one we want in the box. We do want, do we want to have this one with a full pack or no? I don't think it really matters all that much. No, I think bringing in some milk as some filler for our recipes is probably the better choice. Let's go ahead and save our progress so far. Yeah, so having Spheal and Eevee on the team is kind of going to put us in a bit of a bind. If we could make something with milk. So we know we have a decent honey gatherer now with Venusaur. So let's see, that might be what we do. Throw Venusaur on the team, brings in 40 honey a day. So maybe we go for sweet scent chocolate cake instead. The only thing that would limit us would be the cacao. But if we get milk, actually Wartortle brings in tons of milk too. So let's go ahead and swap you out. Get that Wartortle on the team. This is a good time to get him powered up for free with Spheal on the team. So we got plenty of milk because we need 7 milk, 9 honey, and then we need 8 cacao. The unfortunate part with that is that means that we have to have Meganium on the team. And Meganium is not the most consistent cacao gatherer. Yeah, only 9 a day on average, and we need 8 for the recipe. So that would only give us 1 unless the skill triggers for ingredient magnet proc and give us some extra cacao. So it's gonna be kind of rough. This is gonna be a rough week. The biggest thing holding us back on desserts is not having a good cacao gatherer. We really need an Absol. So maybe I'm thinking we may just have to rock this team and try to find an Absol and potentially Master Ball it if we can find one, and hope that it's got some good sub skills to bring in the cacao that we need, because that's what's really killing us on desserts. So let's go ahead and swap these out. Let's get Larvitar swapped out for the Wartortle. I'm really thinking this is the best choice we have right now, because apples are holding us back, cacao is holding us back, and those are 2 of the most important ingredients for desserts. Because let's see, pure oil, we've got a decent gatherer with Ditto. Croagunk is okay. Soybeans, we're covered. Cacao, nothing. Then the next recipe, we've got plenty of ginger, plenty of mushrooms, apples holding us back. The next best recipe, we've got plenty of honey, plenty of ginger, eggs are no problem, cacao is a problem. And then the next best recipe, honey, no problem, 15 eggs. Well, actually this recipe we can't even do because the pot space is only 45 and we need 55 total ingredients just to make this one. So we could only make it on the weekend. So that's potentially something we could save up for on the weekend, but it's gonna be rough. And then the number 5 recipe is soybeans, no problem, and cacao. So it just repeats through all of the recipes that apples or cacao are the one thing holding us back. So I think we just rock this team that we've got for now. Let's see if we can do anything to maybe help boost, yeah, inventory up. That does help, but not a lot. And we still don't even have enough to level it or evolve it at level 24, which I think would significantly help just to get that frequency down, at least give us more chances of bringing in cacao throughout the week or day. Let's see what happens. What happens if we get it to level 24 and evolve it? Yeah, it's still only at best 11 is the calculation. It's still not enough for more than one recipe per day. So we really either need to find an Absol or something else that can bring in cacao consistently, or drop the Eevee from the team for another one that just brings in a little bit of cacao, and between the two of them brings in a decent amount. Or give up our bonus XP and drop Spheal, but that also gives up our one true berry gatherer for this week. So it's going to be kind of interesting, but we can go ahead and save this team. I think this is what we're going to rock, at least for now. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. And in the meantime, let's figure out what we can do with this Spheal. I would rather get it to level 25 before I evolve it. I think that's more important with the helping bonus. 211 211 XP to go. And I own 23 candies. So let's see. We want to get it to level 25. It would only take 11 handy candies, which we do have quite a bit. And yeah, we've got 50. And I think in this situation, it is definitely worth it with how tough it's going to be this week. I think it's worth using the 11 handy candies. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can not only evolve or level up this Spheal, but also evolve it. Takes exactly 11, so that's good. So that leaves us exactly what we need to evolve. While the game is catching up with what we're doing, we are going to go ahead and plug this in here. We're now at level 25. So that will help everybody on the team. And then evolve it. So we're going from 1 hour 19 and 58, which is quite high. Berry is evolving. All right, so we've got a Sphelia. We've got a Celio now, which is 57 minutes and 7 seconds. That sounds like it's very high, but that is a significant boost to his frequency. We went from almost an hour and 20 minutes to 57, so we dropped 20 something minutes on the frequency. So that's really good. That is going to be the one thing that I think really powers us through this week. I really don't think we need to drop this guy. If we end up having to drop somebody for ingredients, I think unfortunately Eevee is going to have to be the one that we drop. And I accidentally saved this as Meganium. Let's go ahead and drop that out and put Bayleaf back. Now we save it. So I think that is our best bet and our best hope of having a decent week. Let's see what the calculation is. Please be at least Ultra 3. Ah, it's Ultra 2. Ultra 2 is not bad. We only have a 5% boost here, which I have already plugged into the calculator. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. If we can get more consistent cacao coming in, we can make better recipes and make better progress. But unfortunately, as far as the desserts go, if we don't have what we need to make this cake, we're just gonna have to make craft soda pop, because that is out of the two, out of craft soda pop or warm moo moo milk, it's better to make the soda pop. It has a better return on the ingredients. So that is kind of what we're looking at. So not great, but we knew it was going to be a tough week. We're supposed to be at 6,400 RP and we're only at 4,333. So it's going to be a fun week. So we'll just see how things go. I'll let these guys run. Hopefully we can get, ooh, look at you giving a person berry to end the video. But yeah, that's going to be the week. That's what we're looking at. Hopefully things go well. Hopefully we find something really interesting. Like I said, an Absol would be fantastic. It's one of the best cacao gatherers, if not the best from my research. So that's what we're looking for this week. The Onyx hunt is on hold for now. Absol, the hunt has begun. But that's what I've got for you guys today. So make sure to hit that like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, later dudes.